Sun's moving. What if it's straight up there? How you gonna follow it then? How you gonna get out?
I would just hop on a deer and I go to the deer.
You can't hop on no deer, boy.
I can hop on some kind of animal has that tongue.
First thing you do, you never panic.
I was panicking.
Panic, what happens?
You get all freaked out.
Well, not only that, you gotta walk in circles because you get scared. Best thing to do if you get lost is first use all your senses. Okay, what can you hear right now?
Birds, wind,
What else?
cars.
Now, if you were lost and you didn't know where you were at, would it make sense that there's a highway there?
Yep.
Would you walk towards the highway?
Yes.
Why not? You're lost. You don't know where you're at. Why wouldn't you walk towards something?
Because I don't want to get hit by a car.
But you ain't gonna walk in the highway. You're trying to get your way out of the woods. You're lost. You don't know where you're at. But you can hear cars somewhere. Why wouldn't you go to where you hear the cars? Well, where are you gonna go then? You're lost. How are you gonna get out of there? Yeah, you would care. You get hungry after a while and you start caring.
You can eat. I wouldn't have no money, so what would I eat? Leave dirt.
You're gonna get hungry.
Leave dirt. What am I gonna eat though? Leave
You gotta get out.
grass.
So you're not gonna go towards the cars because you're scared to go to cars. How are you gonna get out of the woods?
Smell.
You can
Smell.
say stop.
The main thing
Cars,
is you
stop.
hear cars,
Let's
you
get in
hear
your
something.
car. What's
go
your
to it.
name?
If it's at night and say the moon's coming up, you know, now you got a direction. Or like early in the morning the sun will be coming up. Or late in the evening when the sun's going down, you only gonna have that direction until the sun goes down. When it's coming up, you only gonna have that direction until it comes up where you think you got a direction. Because you want to walk straight wherever you're going. Even if you're walking further into the woods, eventually you're gonna come out. You can't hear nothing. You want to make sure you walk straight. Don't panic. Panic will get you lost worse. Because then you're going to start thinking that you're going the right way when you're always walking around in circles. And watch and notice your surroundings when you're walking in the woods or when you're driving, even on the four-wheeler. You should have been able to get back to the cabin without walking around the world. You couldn't even find a cabin when you left there when I got you pulled out. You went the wrong way. Because you haven't been paying attention. Huh?
I was trying
You should care. The point is, if you want to ride the four-wheeler, you need to care. Because we can't trust you on the four-wheeler if you're going to get lost. You know what I'm saying? You always want to pay attention to where you're at. For example, we come back down here. So say you got lost and you were out here. And you come out on this trail. Did you find your way back to the cabin? The point is, you know, because you've been down here. And that's what I'm saying. When you're riding a four-wheeler and you go somewhere else that you haven't been, pay attention to how you got there. So pay attention to all of the surroundings when you're in the woods.
If I knew I'm in the woods and I see that tree, I would lead back to the cabin.
Because you may get out in the woods and you're hunting or something. Say you're hunting and you shoot a deer. And that deer runs off through them bushes out there. You go after him, you blood trail him, you find him. And he's out yonder 300 yards in the middle of them woods. How are you going to get back out if you don't pay attention?
I got mad
Blood trail.
power!
That, you need to pay attention to where you're going and you need to start noticing your surroundings. That's the main thing. You look at the trees, you look at different things. Like you come back by here, you can notice that house. Now you've seen it before. So you know that house is south of the cabin. That's the way to the cabin. You gotta get right here. Right? Even when you with your grandpa over there in the car, you go out in the cars.
What?
You know, go out in the cars and you go to the cabin.
Yes. hours to get back to the house.
Oh, that was you, boy.
The point is, when you first get somewhere, you can't because you've never been there before. But you pay attention to your surroundings, and then you can.